5:30 in the morning, Saturday, October 11th. Get this thing loaded, get our spray finished up hopefully this morning. Hey, did I mention that these Milwaukee lights are phenomenal? Pretty cool. Loading fertilizer now, got the water on. That right there, Milwaukee light. Kinda good. As we're loading, I'm commenting to Susan and her husband about guys shouldn't be buying your grandkids John Deere stuff. Well, the bad thing is, and they know this, John Deere's done such a great job of marketing. They'll sell their toys cheap because it gets their name out. Little kids even think John Deere's the way to go. My grandson just adamant that his had burned yesterday. Alright, just throwing that in while I'm loading. We're getting rolling here, guys. Sun's trying to come up. We're just about there. About 20 miles southeast of the house. Make sure I get this right. So, anyway, Bob's letting the sprayer warm up a minute. I don't know why he doesn't. Well, you can't take the brakes off them. You can't move them without having them wrapped up. I'll say I didn't know why he wasn't letting it warm up here, but I guess he's got to run her up about half throttle because it doesn't release the brakes. Anyway, he'll get it up here. What's weird, you see the darkness? Let's notice. Go. Look at that. That's the pass of the sprayer last night. The headlands. So I guess the fertilizer on the ground makes it that much darker. Alright, well, he's getting ready to pull up here. I'm going to get it loaded. Beautiful morning. About 7:30, I think. We'll get this one knocked out. It'll take us longer to load this one than finish this place. We got about 25 acres right here. Then we're off to Clearwater. Eight o'clock. Lost his GPS line, he said. Sometimes he has trouble priming that system when he runs it clear out. Didn't kick on. Nothing, Bob. Little sprayer's hazing a little. There, she kicked on backwards. I definitely need to get that air cleaner changed. Not that 8.3s don't haze, some of them wide open, but still want to get that checked soon. It's amazing to me how much that air cleaner's clear up there to exhaust and how much dust that thing does draw. Kick on. There she goes. Alright guys, Bob said we got about 22 to 25 acres here. We'll get it knocked out here in just a minute and get out of here. We get all done spraying, guys, about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Finished up a little afternoon, I guess. Trying to work on these tandem, this pup tires. I was going to do it the other day, got sidetracked. So, that one wasn't real hard to find. Pretty good bolt in that one. Another thing, that air bag jack, works pretty good for some of this. Let me get you zoomed out. So yeah, It works pretty good. Long stroke. All right, I'm gonna get that pulled out. See how bad it is. Perfect. I'd like to see a kid of this generation get a super single off that's wedged. My Lord, that thing about killed me. Those are huge tires. And it's got a pretty good hole in it. I don't know if I'm man enough to get that broke down by myself. Getting it off about killed me. You guys ever walk through one of them cobwebs this time of year, and every time the wind blows you can still feel it on the back of your neck or something? I don't think the camera does that tire justice. That's a monster. It's just a super single, it's just old school. About 44 inches roughly. Overall about 17. I'm still not sure I'm gonna get this done. Probably a good tire guy would have left it on there and done it like a tractor, but I don't have a breaker from the back. So they're 16.5 22.5s. I got the other side knocked off. Yeah, taking another break. 2 questions. Where's Carter today when I need him? And you guys remember when I messed up my back? Well, flipping that over by yourself, don't feel sorry for me next time. Well, I'm 99% sure I'd have never got that off by myself, but look who showed up. Right. And his dad might have helped. But we got it off. We got a patch in it. Now to put it back. And just like that, it's 4 o'clock. Got her. If Ryan hadn't showed up, I'm pretty sure I'd have never got that by myself. I'd have been waiting on Bob. Alright, yep. I told Ryan, you can do one of them. Not being tire man and not having the exact right bars, that would make a big difference if I had the right bars. But you feel like you've done a day's work. I told him every kid in the country ought to have to change one of them one time in his life. He'd appreciate some things. The old tandem doesn't go far or fast anymore, but air and tires. That inside one there was at 35. That inside one up there was low. And get them aired up. I need to change some O-rings in this quick connect for the pup trailer. I remember right, it leaks, so get some brake clean them out, and change them O-rings. Then I got to get the power pack put on the truck. It's on the tender wagon, the auger wagon, side dump wagon. Good Sunday morning, guys. We're going to work on some openers on this grill. I think we can get it in here. It's going to be terribly windy. So 30-mile-an-hour winds. We'd have to use a portable to get it. There's crap out of the way. To weld in the wind. So we're going to try to get it in here so we can use my wire welder. My shear, going to shear some pieces of metal off. Alright, I got to tend to business. More of Great Plains Terrible Engineering. Yeah, she's struggling. Pretty good angle. You got to wiggle that bot, there you go. And then don't hit the stop hard. Just let up, and let it cycle. I bet you let up on the foot pedal, Chief. So, anyway, we're cutting a 24-foot stick of that. You're about to lose this, bub. And these are terrible design. Now this is an older drill. The new ones are all enclosed. But we bend this here, and then we break this loose. This is just a little tiny, less than 1/8 inch, I'd say. Well, then it breaks it here. Every single one of these have been welded. So what we're doing is we're cutting a piece of angle. We're going to put that in there. We're going to put one up here at an angle. It will take all of what they use this for strength. I don't think they intended that for strength, but then the load comes onto that. So anyway, this will go up here at an angle like that. I've sheared them to fit. So anyway, that'll go at an angle like that. And I think we'll put one here, welded here, 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 and we could weld it on the front, but that's a lot of welding. Anyway, there's 28 openers on this drill. It kind of goes back to, do you want something that'll stay together? Or so we had to straighten this one out here today because it was really twisted. So I think, like I said, we put those in there and we'll solve that problem. We kind of looked for another drill 30 foot, but to find one with fertilizer, dry fertilizer, you can find drills that are just grain drills but have no fertilizer. They're pretty reasonably priced. But you go to putting fertilizer on one, and they jump tremendously in price. Anyway, that's what we're doing this morning, Sunday morning.
Where it's just above level like that, and tack it in. I know.
Cody, we got a shitload of these. You're going to have to move faster than that, bud. You're not grounded. Go ahead.
It's a thing.
Try that. Got to be better, right? This project's going just like you guys assumed it would. So we've got that side done. Bob's got a couple more to weld. Wiggle your ground, Cody. So a lot of them had some play in them, side to side. And they've got bushings up here. I call them plastic. They're probably phenolic or something. So anyway, I got thinking years ago, I bought bushings from my other Great Plains, and they were the wrong ones. So I just threw them in the cabinet. A few years later, I researched and bought the right ones. Well, then I told Bob, hell, the old ones might fit your drill, the ones I had for literally, what, 10 years, Bob? That'll be 10 years. Well, this is one this drill takes. 2 of them per unit. So I had enough for 7.5 inch 30 foot. This one's 10 inch 24 foot. So now instead of just putting in the metal brackets here and here, we're putting new bushings in. We got to take these back off. Because about 3/4 of the way down, we decided we need to put bushings in them. And I remembered I had bushings. So now, like this one's got bushings. So you can't even move it. Can't even move them. Hell, this drill will be worth what Bob gave for it. For long. He said he doubts it. A good mechanic on the farm's worth their weight in gold. I wish we had one, Bob. I just crawled up from under there. Bub's finishing up welding the last 3 or 4 there. Put new bushings in. We've got one back there, right there in front of that tire. We had a couple of them we couldn't get the bolts out. I mean, we air hammered them. We finally got them out. One of them I had to cut off and air hammer both sides. Work it back and forth and air hammer. I cannot seem to get that one knocked loose. And it kind of needs it. We'll see if we get there or not. All the rest of them, they were even a tiny bit loose, have been changed. All the brackets welded. Sucker ought to be just about like new. Alright. Grinder. Bet went through my jeans. These are fairly new.
These aren't tied up, bud.
What?
Why aren't these tied up?
I just finished washing the sprayer off. 2-inch pump with a fire hose nozzle. Got all the leftover fertilizer residue off it. We got the baby drill done. It took a lot longer than we had planned. I knew when we started. It's out there. So all we've got to do to that one's fuel it, grease it. Think it's done. Fuel and grease this one. I think it's done. I'm gonna get the tandem out so I can get the sprayer in. I need to fasten that auger in that. Get that combine in. It's supposed to rain tonight. And I am shot. There goes Bob, headed home. Absolutely shot. Got the power pack on the tandem since I talked to you last. Got a leak on it. I'm gonna have to get a Pioneer female coupler. That one was leaking last year. We just put O-rings in it yesterday and it's still leaking, so I'll just get some new ones to be done with that deal. Got the auger tied up in the fertilizer so it doesn't fall clear to the bottom of the pup trailer. I think I told you we've got the sprayer washed off. It's supposed to rain here in a little bit. Most everything's sitting out. Anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go. It's Sunday, so be careful. Later, guys.